Hello YouTube, it's Mindbender here, and we've all used one of these before. This is the standard Nexo Knight cockpit, a very nice starting point for mechs, be they sets or mocks. Unfortunately, this back piece here, where the pilot actually sits, is no longer available. It hasn't been used in a set since 2018, which is a shame, because it is a very nice piece. Nice place to put the pilot, armor piece to cover it up. Great way to start building a mech very quickly. But, since it's harder to get a hold of now, I went ahead, get out of there, and made a replacement. This is a brick-built solution to the problem of not being able to get a hold of that preformed mech piece. So in this video, I'm going to kind of show you, well, obviously I'm going to show you how to build it, and then we're just going to have a quick look at the pros and cons of each, and if you like it, feel free to build it for yourself. All right, let's go. Before we get started, here's just a quick look at the parts you're going to need. If you want to look at this in more detail, obviously pause the video, or I will post a full parts list over on payhip.com for free, of course, as well as instructions to build this in case what I do here is no good. So take a look at that. All right, with your cockpit built up, let's do a quick side-by-side and see which one's better. Obviously, I'm partial to mine. First and foremost is how it holds a pilot. So same as always, you flip this down. You'll notice there's no studs in there for the pilot to actually latch onto, but he does sit in there very nicely, and with the cockpit closed, he's held in pretty securely. I mean, I guess you can hear him rattling a little bit, but he's not going to fling out or be ejected or anything like that. One thing that this continues to do better, being a molded piece, is the size. This is a little bit slimmer, a little more compact than this, obviously being made of bricks, but this does maintain its 4-wide width the whole way through, which, you know, this one stays as well. The only place where it is not 4-wide is along, obviously, the shoulders for starters, and then right here, these poke out just a little bit farther, but since they're directly under the shoulders, I don't see that being an issue anytime soon. And one thing that is nice about this, being a brick-built cockpit, is all this gray stuff around the sides here. Obviously, I made it gray just to kind of match it with this, but this can be whatever color you want it to be, assuming the parts are available. So it's very customizable in that way. And to give you an example of that, I've actually gone ahead and used this cockpit design to build a full mech. Here's a good look at that. And if we take a look from the side here and just lift this armor piece, you can see I've matched, you know, I've used the sand green, the regular green, all to match the overall green of this mech. So the system does work, and it will color match to whatever you're building, provided you have the pieces. One other demerit, I guess you could see, is that this brick-built design is one stud deeper than the pre-molded piece. But the way I see it, you're going to be building off of both of these surfaces to kind of either give your mech a backpack or just kind of clean it up in general. So I don't think it matters that much unless, like I said, you're really going for something very compact, in which case, obviously, the molded piece is the way to go. One other difference you'll notice is anti-studs versus regular studs, and that's just, I think, comes down to personal preference, as does the placement of the ball joints. I don't like these ones being directly above the hips. I like my shoulders a little farther back, and you can kind of see that was done here, partly because that's how I like it done, and also because just restrictions of building with bricks rather than a pre-molded. Alright guys, that's about going to do it for this build. I hope this is useful to somebody. I hope you guys like it and are able to use it in your own mocks, and if so, let me know. I'd love to see some mocks using this if you think it's a good system. If not, feel free to dislike this video and move on. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, feel free to subscribe, and I will talk to you later.